all what I said at the beginning, I believe, but also there has to be, the relationship is mutual. Why is she in a relationship with somebody that she doesn't know how much he makes or what his debt is? Like that's no, that's a no for me. I don't know about for you because that's a headache later on, right? Like I Hello and welcome to Authentically Her. Guess what? Today we're going to be talking about feeling stressed as the breadwinner in a marriage. And I've been there. I don't know if many of you have been there, but this is kind of a topic, I think. I haven't read this yet, so we're going to read it together. This is from a subreddit. And she literally says, feeling stressed being the breadwinner. And the reason why I wanted to come discuss this is because I'm seeing this a lot online, right? And I think many of us women are feeling or have felt like we were the breadwinners at one time or the other. And and all this decentering men, and I am all for decentering men as far as like taking care of yourself, but all in all, we still need men in our lives. And I think that's the part that we miss out on, right? Like, so we decenter men, we say we don't need them, and then when we have them, we treat them like we don't need them. And then when they don't act like a man because we're doing all the male things, then we say we're tired. And I don't know. I think maybe this happened because when we became industrialized. So I've read up on this, and way back when, World War I, World War II, where whenever the men went off to war, women picked up where the men left off. So women had to go to work to be the breadwinners as the husbands went off to war. And then when they came back, a little bit like more and more, this feminist movement started. But like, how many of us right now are feeling like we just want to be in our feminine energy? Like the other day, I swear to you, I injured my foot, and all I wanted was for my husband to baby me. I wanted to be the baby. I wanted to feel taken care of. And so often we're feeling bad that we need to be taken care, that we want to be taken care of. And of course, I was able to care for myself, and that's not the point. The point is that we want to feel taken care of, and somewhere along the line, we felt bad, like telling our counterparts, our partners, that we want them to take care of us. Not because we can't take care of ourselves, not because, and I think that your man should be somewhat the center of your life, but after you take care of yourself, right? After you take care of yourself, then it's you and your partner in a sense. And I don't know, like I've seen a lot about decentering men, and I believe that we need to separate ourselves from our man. Like, because you're a person, I'm a person. And you have needs, I have needs. I have aspirations, you have aspirations. And so we should be supportive of each other, but at the same time, respectful of each other, and realize that we are different. Like, we are different. And I don't even know when it became that all women wanted to be like men. And we compare ourselves to men. We want to be just like them. We can do everything. I can lift that weight the man can lift. If he can lift that thing, well, if I can do everything he can do, then why, when he doesn't do it, then I get mad. Then I go, oh, like, you're not doing that thing. Like, you're not taking out the trash, right? You're not, I don't know, whatever the thing is, like, you're not doing the heavy lifting. And even being the breadwinner and wanting to take care of you, that doesn't mean that you don't work as a woman. I mean, I am very proud to say that I work as a woman. I make money. You want to make your own money, right? Because there's something about that gives you independence. So you don't want to be totally dependent on the man. That's different. That's a completely different conversation. But allowing the man to be the breadwinner, allowing him to, to do those things that he does as a man, like, go hunt for the food, like that's what it is. When he goes out there and he makes the money to bring home the money to buy the food, like that's him hunting for you, and so to speak. And I'm just saying every dynamic's going to be different, but we have so gotten into the habit that we see women like, oh, I can raise my kids by myself. I can, you know what, I don't need that man. Is it that you don't need that man, or you've pushed that man away? We push them away so much that they don't even feel like they need to do anything. They're not even enticed anymore to step up to the plate. I mean, I don't know what's going on out there, but we're gonna read this. I haven't read this yet, but let's read it together, and then you tell me what to think. What you think. I know that my opinion may not be the popular opinion, but I believe that allowing. I don't know. Let's read this. Because I think like maybe the energy that we're putting out is misaligned. Like it's not being used in the most effective way. So let's read this, right? This woman is tired of being the breadwinner. When my husband and I met, we had very different backgrounds. I have an MBA and a corporate career, and he does not have a college degree, but co-owned a successful business. I admired him for how hardworking he was and focused on the business. Fast forward several years later, the business partnership broke up, and what is left is only a fraction of what was once, and now I would say is a part-time. I wonder how many times I ask him how much he is making, and he can't answer me. So I have to assume it's $30K, maybe less. We live in a high cost of living area. Okay, breaks. Listen, ladies, I don't know what happened here. All what I said at the beginning, I believe, but also there has to be, the relationship is mutual. Why is she in a relationship with somebody that she doesn't know how much he makes or what his debt is? Like that's a no for me. I don't know about for you, because that's a headache later on, right? Like we need to know where the start is, right? And yes, things happen. He could lose his business. I'm not ragging on that. Things happen, right? But why does she not know how much he's making? And why is he not sharing that? That's a problem. We got bills to pay. There's no reason my husband should not know how much I'm making. Actually, personally, I believe in, it's our money. I don't believe in my money and your money. But I do believe in having, some of my money. Like I believe in him having his money, because I think that we all need our spending money, and there needs to be a place where when we want to do stuff, like we don't really have to ask each other. But as you elevate and you get to another level, yeah, I mean, that remains necessary, right? You always want to have, because hey, if your husband walks off on you or your wife walks off on you, you want to know that you have a little nest egg in case that person decides to walk off, especially in the world that we live in today. That's not to say that they will, but that's some security for you. But why are we not knowing what our men are making? Why would our husbands not know what we're making? I'm not saying that you have to hand over your paycheck or he has to hand over his whole paycheck, but we should know together what we're making, because in case of emergency, we need to know how we're going to put our heads together to make ends meet, right? In case someone loses their job. But if I don't even know what you're making, I'm not like, you want me to pay all the bills and I don't even know what you're bringing in. And it's not a matter of that you lost your job. I mean, I get that. I'm down. Like, we're partners. Let's do this. We're doing this thing together. So if you lose your job, I got you. If I lose my job, you need to get me. But at the same time, no way should you not know what's coming into the household. If you're doing this thing together, you're putting things in your names together. No. That's my thought. Drop your comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe you don't agree with me, and let me know how you handle, if you want to, let me know how you handle your household. Okay. My husband is a night owl. He stays up until 3 a.m. and gets up at 11. He cannot work a traditional 8 to 5 job. He would be exhausted because of the schedule. So his options for making money are limited. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to read that again. He cannot work a traditional 8 to 5 job. He would be exhausted because of the schedule. I don't know. Like, is he sick? Like, what's going on? Like, I need to know. I need to know right now because I don't know how much money you're making. And now you're telling me you can't work to 8 to 5 because you would be exhausted, but I need to work 8 to 8. Like, I'm not sure, and I don't know how much you're making. This is a lot. Like, I don't, maybe it gets better, but so far I am, it's very interesting. All right. So he would be exhausted because of the schedule. So his options for making money are limited. He signed up for DoorDash and Uber, but they aren't very lucrative. Okay. And they're putting wear and tear on our car. He also signed up to do some pet sitting on Rover. He has a few clients, but he's making $20 or $30 a pop, and the market is saturated, so there is not much demand. My salary is about to be reduced by 20% in September due to a company reorg. I am so stressed out about money right now. It bothers me that my husband watches 5 hours of TV at night when he should be head down trying to find a way to make a better living. Did she say they have kids? I need to go back. Okay, she didn't say it, not yet. She hasn't said it. If she says something about kids, this man needs to get his butt in gear and go to work and go get help with the kids. Like, I help with the household. Like, what is going on here? Her salary is about to be reduced. She doesn't know how much she makes. They live in a high-end place. She's stressed out and he's watching TV for 5 hours a night. He's sleeping. He's going to bed at 10, sleeping into 11. By then she's halfway through her workday. I can't. Like, when did we create this environment for ourselves, ladies? Did we do this? Like, I'm trying to figure out if this is the feminist movement that has done this, that did this to us. Because yes, we can work, and I can work, and I will work. Listen, I'm not even judging because I've been there. I've been there. Oh God. But the thing is that at the bottom line, like, this woman's gonna have to put her foot down and say, look, like, we're moving out of this place. Let me finish because I haven't read the end of it yet. He should be head down trying to find a way to make a better living. If I approach him about this, he gets offended and snaps at me. Well, yeah, he's going to bed at 10 and waking up at 11, and now you're trying to mess with his Game Boy time or whatever he's doing during that time. Is it just sleeping, or is he playing video games? What is he doing? Oh my God. He doesn't like to be told what to do. Well, neither do I, but I still got to get up and go to work. It's tough to get a new career at this stage in life. I just think relying on gig apps that are essentially made for young people or just starting out in life are not the way to go for us. How do I bring this up to him without insulting him? I don't know. Why is this an insult? I just need him to try harder. Listen, why do we feel like this is an insult at this point? It used to be that this was the man being the head of the household was like a beautiful thing. It used to be that the man was the head of the household, right? And is this because, like, we've gone to being single moms, so many single moms out there, that men don't feel like they have to be the head of household anymore? That when they get married, that it's our job to take care of them, so to speak. And I'm not saying this I'm not being nasty, and I'm not being sarcastic either. I'm just saying that I don't feel like, if it's so hard to bring this up to him, something that he should be doing, what are we doing? Like, you're not, like, I'm paying all the bills, I'm taking care of you, and I get it. I'm not talking about, I am 100% you support when we're doing this life together. If I lose my job, if you lose your job, we're going to support each other, and then we're going to talk about how the money's coming in. But if we can't even have a discussion about how the money's coming in, listen, ladies, I've been there. Honestly, I've been there. I'm not going to go too deep into that conversation, but I've been there. And guess what? You have to have the conversation. And guess what? When the conversation gets rough and they don't want to listen and they're offended, it's time to make a decision. I don't know what else to say about this. And it sucks. It just sucks that it gets to that point. It gets to that realization. Maybe it sounds like he had this, this company that was running with someone and it was easy going, and maybe he is depressed. I'm not saying that somebody losing their company or downgrading could be depressed, but depressed or not, the bills are still coming. The bills are still coming. So at least they need to be having a conversation about, are we downsizing? Like, what is the plan? Like, if we're downsizing, how are we doing this? Where are we going to move? Because we cannot afford this right now, what are we going to do to keep this living? Because let me tell you something. We're going into a recession right now. We're about to go into a recession, and a lot of people are about to lose their homes. Reading this, it's like deja vu for me. And I just have to say, like, if this is your situation, you need to have the conversation. And if he's not, if you have a spouse or a significant other or someone that you're living with, someone that you're supposed to be sharing your life with, who just wants to sleep and is not worried about paying the bills, that's a whole other conversation. That's a conversation about how do we move apart, like, so you can go sleep, because I need to live life. I still gotta function in this life, and I'm barely making it, right? And I know, like, things are about to get rough, but my goodness, you know what? Don't forget my opinion. I mean, I meant what I said, and I said what I said, and I meant what I said. But drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Oh wow. Okay, so here we go. Here's a Gen Xer with a comment. I don't like being told what to do either. My partner discussing their concerns and anxiety with me isn't telling me what to do. Hello. That is not telling you what to do. You're supposed to be concerned about your partner. I don't get that this guy is manipulating. Her husband's manipulating the situation so that he doesn't have to do anything and she keeps paying all the bills. That's what I say. He's defensive. I've been there. He's defensive because he knows he's turning into a rather non-successful person. If you don't start setting boundaries now, who knows if he'll ever really go to work again. What job to get is his problem. I don't know. What job? Like, that should be his problem, not whether or not she's talking to him. His problem should be, what job does he need to get? I get it now. But what's both of your problem is your financial state. Hello. It sounds like you might need to set a boundary on the minimum he should make. Yo, should that even be an issue at this point? Like, they got married, they bought a house. Like, he needs to be told what he needs to bring in? Look, 50 years old. We're not raising 50-year-olds, are we? No, we're not. Ladies, we are not raising 50-year-olds. And you know what? If you're 50, he shouldn't be raising you either. This is beyond crazy. And beyond deja vu. And I don't know, like, and what caught my eye about this is that it was deja vu. Like, it was like, oh, I know this situation. And but the crazier part about that is, like, you know, what I want to see is, like, what my question is for you ladies, how do you think we get here? How do you think we got here? And how do we make this stop? And right now, if you are in this situation, the only way to make it stop is to have the conversation, set a minimum, and have an ultimatum. You're going to have an ultimatum. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to keep stressing yourself out. You're going to get 2 or 3 jobs while hubby is laying on the couch sleeping because it's too stressful for him to work an 8 to 5 while you're working 3 jobs. Ooh. Oh, can I say hell no? Yeah, no. Okay. Don't let him tell you he can't do something. He doesn't have a disability. He has to start doing things he might not like much in order to survive. That means working on his skill set or doing courses to get back on his feet. Yeah, if you are accepting this mantra that he's a night owl and unable to hold down a day job, she goes, somebody said, I think you're accepting his mantra that he's a night owl and unable to hold down a day job far too easily. Survival instincts should be kicking in for him. They are for you, and you can't be expected to shoulder the anxiety alone. His survival instinct should be telling him to get into a better sleep pattern and look for a regular job. Otherwise, you won't be living in a high-cost area for much longer. What did I say? We're getting ready to go into a recession. How long does she think she can do this? Well, if experience tells me, it's not going to be too long. Listen, is this her making... She said that. What will happen is he'll stay up. This was her response to that. He'll stay up till 3 a.m., get up at 7 for work, and fall asleep on the job. It's happened before. You guys drop me a comment. Does he have to go? And I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm not telling anybody to get divorced, but this is ridiculous. Like, he is purposely just not, like, he's staying up till 3 a.m. and then going to work and falling asleep at work and then coming to her and saying, I can't do it. Isn't Walmart open at night? Like, you could stock shelves at Walmart at nighttime. From that 10 to 3 a.m. that he likes to. There's plenty of things. I think the Wawa has, they hire people to work at night and they don't pay. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's more than $30 a pop. They might even pay up to $15 an hour, depending on where you are. I don't understand this. She says he has no... Someone asked, is there a reason why he can't work a night shift? 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Isn't that what I just said? I was like, he can work like night turn. Go somewhere that's open at night. Where, she asked. He has no relevant skills. Look, I don't know. Relevant skills. Like, he owned his own business. So you're telling me this man can't stock shelves and he can't work at a convenience store? BS. I call BS right now. I call it that he doesn't want to. She's been paying all the bills. She's probably been doing the most all through her relationship. And now she's saying she thinks he makes like $30K a year. He's probably not even bringing that in. I can't. Someone says staying up till 3 a.m. is a choice. He's fully capable of going to bed at midnight. He just chooses not to. Now, I know like some people have trouble falling asleep, but you'll readjust. You'll adjust. Listen, I know people that really have a hard time falling asleep and they still work a day job. They still work a day job. Somebody else says he's too old to be told what to do, but not old enough to self-motivate and find a way to support himself. If he's going to act like a child, he might need to be told what to do. He can't have it both ways. Yeah, they're telling her to create spreadsheets, to go over with it. Look, it just sounds like someone says, I feel like he's not motivated to make any changes because you're supporting him. Isn't that what I just said? She's supporting him. As far as he's concerned, everything is great. You're carrying the entire burden while he lives carefree like a teenager. You need to think about what choices you're willing to make if he continues on this path. Divorce? ? Downsize so you can both live on your paycheck. Once you've made some decisions, you have to talk with him, let him pout, let him sulk. This is a conversation that needs to happen. Then tell him what you need from him and what you will do if he fails to step up. Yes. What I talk about in this channel, ladies, boundaries. We gotta set boundaries. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look, I gotta go. I gotta run. But I just had to come with this because I was just like jaw drop. Like this was like a mic drop, jaw drop moment for me. Deja vu. I don't know. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in the next one. OMG. Drop me a heart in the comments and show me some love because I'm here showing you love. All right. See you next time. Damn. That's something crazy.